I don't know. They got the police and everything. Somebody had to call the police, I guess, apparently. But I'm gonna go over here to this dumpster. It looked like the same stuff that was here. Let me check. Stop beeping. Oh, I hate that. Looks like the same junk, y'all. Nothing new, nothing new. Oh, man. Look at all the meat. Oh, it's cold. Oh, but it looks kind of, It's cold, though. They just put it out. 8:10. These steaks look pretty good still. Guys, I'm getting this box of meat. Well, some of it. Some of them look good, some don't look good. Questionable on this hamburger meat. That looks good. That's still bread looking. I'm gonna get this pork. I don't know. The hamburger meat just kind of. Pork tenderloins. I'm gonna take those. I mean, they just put it out. I don't know. Let me go over here. That's puffed up. Ooh. That looks nice. I think we're gonna be cooking some meat up today, y'all. Okay. It doesn't help that the police are all out here, so now everybody is looking. I'm gonna have to go home and cook food. I hope y'all see everything that's going on. Oh, it's nice and cold. I'm gonna go out this way. Anyway, I was trying to do some DoorDash, but I'm not accepting that order. I don't know. Some of this stuff look like maybe it ain't gonna be good. Okay guys, so when I bring stuff home from the dumpster, and especially meat, do a lot of smell tests. I mean, move it around and smell it, because some areas may smell good, and then you move it around and you're like, So anyway, what I'm doing here is this stew meat. This is some Angus stew meat, and I'm filling up my little crock pot with some water, and I'm rinsing off this meat. Because it's been sitting in the package, I like to wash my meat off and clean up my hands definitely afterwards. Alright, so I have the stew meat in the crock pot already, and now I'm just going to season it up. You can season your stew meat or whatever you like. I'm using some Montreal steak seasoning. Some onion powder. A little bit of salt. Pepper. And garlic powder. I'm also going to put some beef bouillon in there just to give it a more beef flavor. Now I'm just going to stir this up. And I'm going to add some diced onions. These are ones I had in the freezer. These are actually from my garden. And I have some red and green bell peppers that from the freezer as well. And those are not from my garden this year. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to cook it for 4 hours and then cook it another 2 hours. Now I'm working on the chicken. This was chicken thighs that had jalapenos in the middle, and then they were wrapped in bacon. When I first started off, some of the chicken bacon wrap smelled pretty good, but then some of the bacon didn't seem to be as fresh. So some of the rest of the chicken, I went on and took the bacon off of it and made sure I checked the chicken thoroughly. Okay guys, these look pretty and pink, but the pork tenderloins are no-go, along with all the other stuff. After I opened it and smelled it, nope. So what I'm left with is the beef stew. Now that smelled good, and it was pretty and pink, and it smelled good. And then in the oven, I just have the chicken thighs, and I went through them again and smelled in between the meat and everything, and I did throw some of them away as well. I think that maybe the heat had got on the side of the package, but you have to be very precautious, and I would say don't do it unless you've been doing this for some years and know how to determine. Do not do this. Don't attempt this if you've never tried. Now this would be great for dogs. My dog doesn't eat it, but you can cook that food for dogs, cats. They can eat that, but as for human consumption, no. So, and I don't have any dogs that can eat this. Domino can't. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you get something out of it. I'll show you how it looks at the end, what I do with it. I'm gonna use some chicken thighs to make some fajitas. This beef stew tips, I am going to cook them down probably for 6 hours. I have them at 4 right now, and then I'm gonna cook it with some gravy and rice. So that'll be another meal. So there's 2 meals out of all that food. So still, I saved some money, and I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, I've cleaned all the meat up out of this area, and I make sure I do a thorough scrub down. I added a little bleach in each of the sinks, and I'm going to clean it all off. Definitely do that if you're bringing anything from the dumpster. You want to make sure that you are safe. Alright guys, so here is the meat. I've already chopped some up and put in a bowl. I still have some more that I gotta chop up. So it is so good. Yeah, good. So liking that. And then in my little pot over here, it's only been cooking an hour right now, but let the steam go by. Here's my spoon. This is gonna be that beef stew tips or whatever. You can see here. I'm gonna do it for. I got 3 hours more here, and then I'm gonna do it for 2 more hours and really cook it till it's like really tender. But it smells so good in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting this up. I am going to freeze some, and I'm gonna have me some fajitas. Okay guys, this is that Angus beef tips. Don't that look good? And I just put it on some mashed potatoes, and then from the broth I just thickened it up. We're just gonna pour that over it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. That is what it looks like. It got peppers, onions, and that delicious meat.